The Saints do not have a new running back, at least not yet. So coming into today, it felt like Kareem Hunt was going to visit the Saints. There wasn't much to it. But then in the morning, it came out from Diana Russini of ESPN that the Saints were expected to sign not just Kareem Hunt, but linebacker Anthony Barr if they passed their physicals and they were in shape. That was the direct tweet from her. That was the report, led many of us to believe that Kareem Hunt was signing with the Saints, which would have made some sense to a certain degree because the Saints don't have Alvin Kamara for the first 3 games of the season, and Eno Benjamin just suffered a ruptured Achilles over the weekend. And then it comes out that Kareem Hunt was leaving New Orleans after what was, quote, a great visit with the Saints, and he's on his way to Indianapolis to meet with the Colts. And then Diana then came out and tweeted that, how about this twist? Kareem Hunt was called by Indy before he even stepped on the field to work out for the Saints and was offered more money. Now, I'm not here to dunk on anyone's reporting. Diana Rossini's done a lot of great things when it comes to Saints reporting. But, man, this was all over the place because you had a very, very large portion of the Saints fan base that was convinced today Kareem Hunt was joining the Saints. Heck, a lot of us, even myself, kind of figured, all right, if Diana's saying it, it's almost a done deal. So I kind of figured Kareem Hunt would be joining the Saints, and it would have been a nice fit for the first 3 games. I think he would have helped them as a pass catcher, and who knows, maybe he does end up signing with the Saints. But I think if he goes to meet with Indianapolis and the meeting goes well, I think he'll get more money, and I think he'll have a larger role because their situation with Jonathan Taylor, it's not like the Saints situation with Kamara. Saints know they don't have Alvin for 3 games, but once Alvin comes back, we know whose backfield this is. I'll talk about that in just a second. If he goes to Indy and JT does not have a contract renewed and JT's not feeling good about what's going on with Indy, who knows? Maybe it's Kareem Hunt's backfield for a little bit. So for me, I just chalk it up to, I don't want to say bad reporting, which I know some people are pretty frustrated with, as I see in the comment section. I'll pull up some of them, and I get it because as a fan, you're expecting Anthony Barr, you're expecting Kareem Hunt because, God damn it, the reporting literally said expected to sign with the Saints if they pass their physicals, which guess what? They both passed their physicals, but then they don't sign there. So it is very frustrating. I totally get it. I'll talk about in just a second why I'm not too worried about this, but make no mistake about it. When someone, especially a very well-known reporter like Diana, says it's expected to happen and it doesn't, something a little off there. I'm not sure exactly what went down, but definitely a little shaky reporting in that regard. So let's get into real quick why I'm not worried about this. And there's 2 factors to it. One, there are running backs everywhere. I mean, if there's one position group that there's a lot of free agents out there that can make a difference for the Saints at the running back spot, it's that one. I mean, we know Kareem Hunt's out there. Ezekiel Elliott's still out there. Dalvin Cook's still out there. Leonard Fournette's still out there. And then one that I think is an underrated player, J.D. McKissick, he's a pass catcher. And if the Saints are looking for a pass catching running back for 3 games, why not? I think you could do that. So there'll be options. I think the Saints will be fine. But more importantly, they got Alvin Kamara. Now, I get 3 games. It's tough. And I think Alvin, you compare him to Kendra Miller, you compare him to Jamal Williams, he does it all. And I think for Alvin, what you will miss is the versatility of Saints can do anything with him when he's on the field. And you will miss that. But boy, when he comes back, he's going to be fresh. He's going to be motivated. And he's not going to have that much pressure on him. There's some players, when they step on the field this year, especially for the Saints, there's pressure. There's pressure for Derek Carr. There's pressure for Peyton Turner. What pressure is there for Alvin? At the end of the day, that might be the only luxury of playing running back. He's not dealing with a ton of pressure. It's the running back position. But he's going to come in after a year of not being in the top 100, after a year of not being a fantasy football star like he usually is, after dealing with a year of being talked about with the suspension, with what happened in Vegas. And he's going to have a better quarterback around him. He's going to have a better backfield around him. And he's not going to be used like a workhorse back. He's going to be used like the damn Ferrari he is. And you're going to get the best version of Alvin Kamara from week 4 to week 18. I promise you that. So while I would have liked to have seen Kareem Hunt on the Saints because I think he could have helped him as a pass catcher, if a deal doesn't happen, I promise you I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm really not. So that's the way I see it. Does it stink? Sure. Do I feel like maybe the Saints might have got used here? Possibly. Because Kareem Hunt, there's no offers, there's no interest throughout the offseason. He's meeting with the Saints, and now all of a sudden, he's got to visit with the Colts. So maybe it was a little bit of a leverage play, and I can't really fault him because the running back position, it happens sometimes. But it's 3 games. You still got Kendra Miller. You still got Jamal Williams. You still got someone who's not getting enough credit in Taysom Hill, who I think is going to run the damn rock all over teams. So, yeah, the Saints can use another back. But like I said, Zeke, Fournette, J.D. McKissick, Rex Burkhead, Dalvin Cook. The running back position is loaded in free agency because, unfortunately, the position gets treated like absolute crap. So the Saints can get another guy out there. We'll see if they do. But it's a frustrating situation, but not a damning one.